Okay, why did you submit this?
La Brava, record this.
Hello, and welcome back to my second channel, Shwab-Dose, and to my series, Shwab-Analysis, where I take your song submissions and review/critique them. I'm trying to be as critical as possible here, finding what you guys can improve on, what you're doing wrong, what you're doing right. You know what I mean? Giving some useful critical feedback. That's the whole point of this series. So, with that being said, let's jump straight into it. This is like, what, number 14 in the series? You don't need another introduction. Let's just jump straight into the first song. Let's go.
Cause I'm back on this track, let everyone know bad Archie's back. Up against me, wants power, he likes hits on me, ain't gon' do jack. Since no flame release, hit him with that pivot, ass to sleep. Had to kill him all, now my family's deceased, had to do it all for...
Alright, I can't critique a song that you have recorded on your phone really quietly. Everyone tell that it touches back and on back on a track and it come with a text. What do you want me to do, man? That's not a song. You haven't recorded a song. You've recorded a voice note on your phone and sent it to me. I can't do anything with that, unfortunately. I'm sorry to say this, but I'm skipping ahead because I can't tell you anything about this. Okay? For future reference, please send me songs. Don't send me this because I can't say anything about this.
Who do you think I am? A man on a mission without a plan. The story began in the village. Father dropped me off and dipped in. Member of the scene, what a gifted. He has a drill that will pierce the heavens. Village attacked by the beastmen. We went back to the surface. I headed again, but my father's corpse. Also met this girl named Yoko. They were supposed to first sight human colonies when the surface are sparse were determined.
Okay, wow, your flow's really, really bad. When you perform it in such a style that everything is really flat with no stress anywhere, I can't even tell which words are supposed to rhyme. Like, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and assume that you wrote this with rhyming words at the end of each bar, but you have almost no enunciation and the flow is so wonky that I can't even tell where the rhymes are supposed to be.
Also met this girl named Yoko. They were supposed to first sight human colonies when the surface are sparse were determined. Starfights alright, never run from challenges then.
I can't understand anything you're saying, dude. Partially to do with obviously the really bad microphone quality and stuff and the quality of your voice, but also to do with the fact that if you're recording this on like a cheap, well, use the phone, okay? You're recording this on a phone microphone. Fine, there's things you can do with that. You can get around it to an extent, but it's always going to sound cheap. But what it sounds like you're doing is you're recording, like, your microphone's here and you're going, you're like, you've got it fucking in your... It's like, I can't hear what you're saying. It's all one noise. It's all one high-pitched staticky noise, dude. There's no amount of mixing that can save that. I can't critique your performance because I can't hear it.
We humans are more than just weaklings. See, the moment message here, you harness these feelings you're dealing with more than you could imagine.
Okay, that was the first part that sounded like a song. You know what I mean? That was the first part where I was like, I can hear a structure, I can hear a flow, and I can understand some of the words. That was a rap. 1 second, let's go back.
Cause I'm a man with a vision, plan of attack and aggression, sending a message to the beast. And we humans are more than just weaklings. See, the moment message here, you harness these feelings.
Okay, no, I was trying to vibe, but there's no forcing that, is there? Yeah, unfortunately, it's so wonky and offbeat that there's no form of, there's no groove here. There's no vibe. There's nothing. You've given me nothing.
The power, so I'll say it again. See one believe in me that believes in you. Even in death, there'll be a motivation.
Okay. There are elements of your writing and your delivery that aren't terrible. It's a step above, kind of the early works that I'm hearing from a lot of people sending me stuff in. And that's fine, but this is not sustainable. You can't do something like this in the long term. You need to upgrade your setup. You know what I mean? There are cheap options out there if you want to get a better microphone, but currently this is unlistenable. You can't call this a song, and you can't expect people to listen to this and enjoy it because the quality is so low. Also, you need to improve your delivery a lot. The writing aspects are fine. I do appreciate that you've added some inner rhymes and some multi-syllabic rhymes here and there that I do catch, but for the most part, it's so hard to hear those because it's so hard to decipher what you're saying and because the delivery is really sloppy. So I would say the writing is honestly one of the stronger points, surprisingly, when I do finally catch it through kind of the mumbled, slurred mush of sound. But your You need to majorly focus on your delivery, because right now it's nothing.
I'm just gonna be who I wanna be, with my buddy, my Doria. I'm just gonna be who I wanna be. Full cowling. Now someone go lightning speed. Hey, now someone get down on your knees.
Tell him. What is this? How did you expect me to review this? You've done nothing here. 80% of the video is just open air, just silence. What are you expecting? What were you expecting me to say? Is this a freestyle? Are you freestyling this? Kind of sounds like you're freestyling this, like you didn't write this down.
Kentucky, you see, hey. Him with Detroit Smash, hey. Even though I can't promise your heart won't crash, hey. Cause I'm just gonna be who I wanna be. With my buddy Todoroki. I'm just gonna be who I wanna be.
Oh, he's into it, yeah.
I'm just gonna be who I wanna be.
Look, this is a 2.5 minute video. I ain't got that kind of time. Look, I appreciate the enthusiasm. All right, next song. I don't think that's intentional. You are peaking that audio really bad. I don't think that's intentional. That's not distortion, that's just clipping.
Breaking the limits and the chains around me. Can't ground me, frozen over. No one can mimic the pain that bound me. Slept soundly, no force lower. You had a vision you couldn't achieve, so when pushed to the brink, you pushed it to me. But what about me? Not a pawn for your games. Going insane, refusing the flame. Had my
Okay, the writing's good. The writing's good. The rhyme scheme's good. The writing is good. The delivery could be better. It feels like you could have just done a few more takes and that would have been really good.
break the jar that I've been putting. More bars than what Ryan's pushing. I'm not rushing, take my time. Got a goal, I make it mine. Show the signs at the top I'll claim. Now I'm back to the heat when I drop these flames.
Okay, the writing's good. The writing's fine. I'm not mad about that at all. The flow that you've written is really good, and I'm enjoying that flow. But number one, the mixing's upsetting me. The mixing on this track is really poor. Obviously, the beat is turned up way too loud, and that the bass, the kick drum is just peaking really badly, which is upsetting. And the vocals are also a little bit too loud. You've mixed them clear enough, which is cool, but just bring that volume down a touch. The delivery is a little bit sloppy. I feel like you could have practiced this and done a couple more better takes. But the song itself is written pretty well, and I'm not mad about it.
Collecting all the pieces that you left out on the floor. Breaking out the cage of pressure that I can't endure. Showing off the talent, see me busting through the floor. Unexplainable passion, leaves you crashing, I'm a sore.
Yeah, your pronunciation slips. Your enunciation and the pronunciation of certain words really slips. Like, you didn't say crashing. I think you said crassing?
Unexplainable passion, leaves you crashing, I'm a...
Yeah, crassing. Like, that's a mistake you can very obviously hear, so you should have just done another take. There's no real excuse for that. That's just a sloppy take, so you should have done it again. And I feel like there's a few of those in here.
Pieces that you left out on the floor. Break it.
I also hate that your ad-libs and backup vocals, which are things that are great to include and can add a lot to a song, you've mixed them the exact same as your main vocals, so it just sounds a little bit goofy. You need to drop a lot of the frequencies out, add a little bit more reverb and delay, put them more in the back of the mix, and really, ideally, kind of do a couple of takes and pan them to get the effect that you're going for. Because as it is, the ad-libs just kind of sound a bit goofy.
So call me a mutant, a nuisance, and yeah, they're proven to be one of the best students you're losing, yeah, I am fluent in.
Oh, the flow was strong. That flow is strong.
Kicking your ass, be it left side or right. Fire and ice and the flow will strike. Making a mark like my mother alike. Burning up state will crush on sight. I'll be proving that I'm not a clone of my father who's snoozing while up on the throne. Yeah, you see me improving away, you'll be blown back into the trash. You're there, enough is a home. Taking forth the title, I'm noticed by the best. Scared of my arrival, Todoroki, who is next? Better save your breath, there's no time for playing nice. Burn you up like it's nothing before I leave you fools on ice.
I just feel like your biggest mistake at this point is you need to do more takes when you're recording some vocals, and you need to learn to work with your... You need to learn to mix your vocals a little better just to bring out the best aspects of them, because right now your mixing is pretty flat and doesn't really elevate your vocals at all.
Alan see me busting through the floor. Unexplainable passion leaves you crashing, I'm a sore.
Like, this hook is not bad at all. This hook would be really good if you just did a few better takes and you learned to mix it to be a little punchier. You know what I mean? Like, because the way you've written it is good. I would just like to hear a better performance of those lines.
Passion leaves you crashing, I'm a sore.
And what's fun is, obviously, it sounds like you've copied and pasted this one stanza for the hook, you know, the 4 times or whatever it is, however many times you need for the hook to be. And that means that you have chose to include this bad take where you say crassing. It's just such a bizarre choice. Like, you've listened to this song. As the artist, you must have listened to this song countless times while mixing it and going through and making sure everything was right. And just to miss something like that, or to hear it and think, no, I'm not going to do another take, is just beyond me. So I'm familiar enough with Afro's music. I've heard his stuff before, and I've worked with him before. So I'm familiar enough with his sound to realize that this is one of the best things he's ever done. I will say that off the bat. He has definitely made improvements. Definitely made improvements in certain aspects, like the writing. So you obviously have improved to the point where you can write a good, engaging flow that kind of hooks you in and grabs your interest. That's brilliant. That's a fantastic step to take, but your performance does not match that quality of writing yet, and that needs practice. And all I can suggest is that you practice your tracks a lot before you even think about hitting the record button. You should be going through your entire track and practicing it multiple times before you ever think of hitting that record button. Because until your performance is at a caliber where you can write something, record instantly first try, trust me, you're nowhere near that. Until that happens, you need to practice and get your performance better. That's all I can say. Because everything else is at a point where I can say, honestly, I'm happy with it as a listener. But the performance doesn't match that level of writing yet.
I've been itching to spit shit so vicious, and these summer vibes make me feel delicious. So stop the bit.
Okay, vocally, I don't mind his performance at all. It's fine. I'm really not into the instrumental, dude. Sorry. I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume you produced it yourself, but I'm not into the instrumental at all.
Itching mess back, and I'll be clapping every rapper saying that I'm whack. I've been sad, in fact, my life's been rather black. But let me tell you everything, now sit back, relax. I got a girlfriend and lost her, not feeling awesome. Sad thoughts started to blossom, but I wanted to toss them. So I smoke weed quite often till I hit the bottom. Now I'm on the other side, working on my problems.
Okay, the writing's a little scuff. It's a little bit wonky. It's like, it's fine, but it's a little bit wonky. I'm waiting for... I know for a fact, because of what you said in the email, this song has an English and a Danish verse in it. And obviously English is your second language. I'm not sure. You seem perfectly fluent in it and your accent is very light. I'm just waiting for that second verse, though, to hear it kind of in your mother tongue, you know what I mean?
Anyone wanna buy 2 bongs? Cause I don't need to write new songs. How long it's been since I rapped too long, but I'm walking back in, keep my shoes on.
Okay, I don't hate that. Okay, that's kind of cool. I like the really kind of it's a fun vibe, but this is my issue. I feel like the vibe of what you're saying doesn't match the beat at all. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a sad, retrospective, almost lo-fi beat, and you're doing this like big, fun kind of vibe with the vocals. I'm like, these two don't mesh. These two don't mesh.
Kald mig Mr. Multisprog, ultra klog, mens du stadig spiller Yu-Gi-Oh! Yo bro, hvad fuck er dit problem? Ikke fuck med mig, har været Pokémon-emblem. Det er for sent, du kan ikke ændre på det længere. Du havde din chance, nu er vi langt fra vinder. Glemmer tit at børste tænder, men hey, det hænder. Det er kun psykogon, der børster bisser hver gang at de tisser.
Okay, yeah, my immediate suspicions were confirmed. Your Danish verse flows much better than your English verse, and I think it's because of your familiarity. You probably are very, very familiar with English. It sounds like your grasp of the English language is almost perfect. However, because it's not your native tongue and it's probably not the one you use most often, that Danish verse just flows better. It just flows more naturally.
Du kiggede skævt på mig, spurgte om jeg vil låne jointen. Bro, der er ild i dine fingre, det er vist tid til at skåde den. Du er en råden ven, du lige rådet igennem. Tror at du er gangster nu, man, føj for den. Jeg tager...
Okay, again, I can sense there's a tiny bit of like sloppiness again in that flow that comes in. That was the same in your English verse, but it just feels tighter. Also, don't think for a second I'm not catching the little references. You know what I mean? There are some words that transcend languages. Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon. Okay, let's go. I'm really enjoying, just to comment on the video for a second, I'm really enjoying the videography for the most part. Like the cinematography with like the little cut-ins here and there, and a lot of like the sets that you've found yourself on here are cool. So I like that aspect as well.
I min unge dage havde jeg ekstremt varme, men nu vil jeg ud og nyde vejret, mens vi stadig har det. Sommer-update. En lille sommer-update herfra, Mads. Håber det går vel for dig. Peace out.
Okay, you know what? Not bad at all. Pretty good. I enjoyed a lot about that. There was like a whole ass vibe with a lot of the vocal work there. I just think that you needed to match the instrumental style a little more to the vibe you were giving off in the song. The instrumental sounded like you were going to come in sad, retrospective, a little angry, on that kind of stuff. But it was kind of more like light-hearted and fun, jovial, a summer vibe. The name of the song is Summer Update, so... Again, I think you rap a lot smoother and a lot tighter in Danish than you do in English. I didn't pick up, obviously, a lot of the writing, but it is what it is. You seem to know what you're doing. I feel like you're definitely not someone who's new to this, and I generally enjoyed that song. I just wanted to hear some of the writing and performance be a little bit tighter on beat, but otherwise really good. Okay, that's the end of the video. That's all 5 songs we had to review. And look, when you guys send me in these songs, I don't watch them first. I literally copy the link you've sent me, put it in a notepad, and then open it and watch it for the first time ever while I'm recording. So I don't know why this is happening, but there's a weird trend of the best songs being at the end of the video. And that's not planned. I have absolutely no input. It's totally random. But yeah, for sure. Afro and Mads, your songs were good. They were like definitively good songs. Especially when you compare them to the first 3 that were really kind of rough. Thank you, I guess, for all your submissions, and I would say if we can keep on that kind of level of quality and keep pushing it up a little bit, take on board some of the criticism I've given you today and work on some more stuff, because I've really enjoyed, to be honest, some of the stuff that you guys have been sending in. So, until next time, I guess I've got nothing else to say. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you later. Peace.
Beep that link in description. Hit that like and subscribe. Liable to fight, but violence gets me demonetized. So elastic, and I'm making plastic online. Shout out to today's sponsor. Who is it? UA High.